And now some good news for Chinese tourists. Starting next month, Chinese tourists planning a trip to Australia will be able to apply for a 10-year multiple entry. The move is part of an effort to improve upon a growing relationship between Australia's biggest trading partner and capture an even greater piece of the country's largest international tourism market. Greg Navarro has the report.
Spend some time at Sydney's Circular Quay, surrounded by some of the country's most recognizable landmarks. And it's easy to see what captures the economy here, time and time again, tourism. And last year, China's more than 1 million visitors led Australia's tourism industry boom. They not only account for about $6 billion in economic activity here, but Chinese tourists spend more, about $6,000 per visit, compared with about $3,600 for the average international visitor. That helps to explain why Tourism Australia Managing Director John O'Sullivan is optimistic about the impact from the country's plan to offer Chinese tourists 10-year multiple entry visitor visas.
Recently, the Australian government introduced a new 3-year visitor visa for holiday visitors from Indonesia. Over the last few months, we've seen consistent double-digit growth in visitor numbers from that particular market.
Under the new visa, visitors aren't allowed to work and can stay for up to 3 months at a time. More importantly, it allows for repeat visits.
Then what that leads to is I guess the perception, if you like, of that visitor that, hey, I don't have to do everything in the first visit, or don't have to do everything, in this particular trip. I can come back multiple times.
Several countries, including the US and Canada, already offer 10-year multiple entry visas to Chinese tourists. Economists say a similar change for Australia also sends an important message to the country's biggest trading partner.
Well, I think it's saying to China that you are a partner, not just a market. You're a partner of people. We want to form, long-term business relationships with you, not just a market where we sell our commodities to.
Many Australian products are in demand in China, from food to wine. And tourism officials say some of the best advertising comes from overseas visitors.
If I say to you that I've been to a particular restaurant or a particular destination and I had an amazing experience, you are then more inclined to take my recommendation over that of paid advertising. It's just a simple fact.
Despite growing international competition, Tourism Australia hopes the new visas, along with an aggressive campaign early next year, will capture an even greater slice of the Chinese tourism market. Greg Navarro, CCTV, Sydney.